Oh, okay. Now we good. All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jam-packed show.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're going to fly through this show. We're going to fly through this show.
We're going to try to.
All right, here we go, people.
We're going to try not to be too long-winded.
We appreciate y'all, man. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on IG right now. Shout out to everybody that's watching live on YouTube.
Yes.
It's the Weekend Hangover.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe we should title our show tomorrow The Weekend Hangover, the way we're acting today.
What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to the SAQUON BARKLEY. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody had a great weekend, man, like we did. Peyton, how you living, man?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
I am good. I'm happy to get back to it. Another week in the books,
Yep.
in the world of sports.
Oh, absolutely.
And we got a lot to cover, man. So I think we should just jump into it. But before we do that, anything you want to tell the people?
You always ask me this, and I always have the same answer. So let's change it up in a sense and say Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It is Thanksgiving week. So
What is one thing that you're thankful for, Peyton?
life in general.
I love that answer. Yep.
Because we don't know anything other than this life. So just being here, living, existing, that means a lot in a sense. So what about you, bro?
Man, I am very thankful to have a partner like you. Just to be talking sports on a week-to-week basis and do something that I actually love, it means a lot to me. So you always tell the people that I have many hats and I wear many hats.
That you do.
And I wouldn't do it if I didn't love doing it.
Heck yeah, bro.
You are my guy.
Hey, you're my guy too.
All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the show. But before we do that, guys, please be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at the Sportaholics. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
True. Hit that subscribe button.
Please,
smash it.
Please. And in order to keep the conversation going, please leave comments in the comment section. We got to think of a secret emoji for this show. We got to think of a secret emoji.
Oh, it's too obvious. You already know what I'm thinking.
The whiskey glass?
A turkey.
Oh, a turkey. Oh, that's genius.
Okay.
If you guys are watching with us, man, go ahead and drop that turkey emoji in the comment section. Let us know that you're watching. Also, let us know where you're watching from. If you're in Miami, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, if you're in Orlando, Tallahassee, don't matter, man. You could be in California. Let us know where you're watching from in the comment section, man. We would love to connect with you guys.
Absolutely.
Before we move on, just one more thing, because we did add a new piece to our show, and he's hiding right now, but I did want to bring him out.
Yes, look at him.
And in honor of,
the 10-1 Hurricanes.
Come on.
Yeah.
In honor of the 10-1 Hurricanes.
We can keep them right there.
Football season is about to, come to an end.
Yeah.
College football season is about to come to an end.
Right.
So I wanted to add my guy Sebastian to the set.
Look at him.
Sebastian, welcome.
He's sitting pretty.
Yeah, man.
On a good record.
Love that piece, man. Love that piece.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Peyton.
Yeah.
Our boy, Kendrick Lamar dropped the album over the weekend. It's called GNX.
GNX. Okay.
GNX. Don't ask me what that means.
Okay.
Because I have no idea.
All right.
But what I do know is the album goes off.
Oh.
I did get a chance to sample it. I won't say that I dissected it or broke it down yet, but it goes off. And Kendrick did not fail with this one. I'm talking head bobbing from the beginning. And then the punchlines and the verbiage that he's using.
It seems like he doesn't fail much. From what you've told me and from what I've heard, this guy's on point.
Kendrick Lamar and the Sportaholics have something in common. And is we continue to grow every time we put something new out. So just like Kendrick Lamar, he's not the same from his first album. He's he's definitely matured and taken a step forward in his artistry and craftsmanship of how he creates music and content at that. It's just grown so much, just like us, like our first episode, probably not our best episode, and this episode won't be our best episode. We're going to continue to grow, and we hope you guys stick around and watch that growth happen. If you don't, then you're going to miss out, man. Don't miss that train.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go on and let's move on forward to the next subject. You don't have to answer this, but is Bo Nix the offensive rookie of the year? Okay.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
Good. I'm glad you just smoothed over
Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield hits the Tommy DeVito after jumping over a guy.
Right.
What did you think about that when you saw that happen?
Man, I was happy to see it happen, first of all.
Just give me my money.
Just give me my money.
Just give me my money. Speaking of money, we're going to get to that in a second.
Yeah. But no, it made me smile. It made me laugh.
Yeah,
it was funny to see. What do you think about
Baker's coming. Hey, he's in his own. He's in his element, man. Like he's a Florida man doing Florida man things, right? Like he's living his dream, right? Like a lot of people counted him out 2 years ago, but now he's resurging and reemerging. I love to see Baker Mayfield in his bag, talking his cash, doing everything that he needed to do to prove the critics wrong, man. So it sucks that Tommy DeVito had to catch a stray in that situation, but hey, man, you can't knock a good celly when you see one. So.
And for the record, I think there was a lot of hype surrounding Tommy DeVito coming in to start for them. So I'm sure Baker heard all of that and said, hey, we're the best team on the field today.
It doesn't say much because what are the Giants, 2-9?
Right.
Like, it doesn't say much because it's like you're picking on a JV team. But I'm glad Baker Mayfield was able to get his points up in that game. So congratulations to him, man. All right. The NBA, they're thinking of creating a new format to the All-Star Weekend situation. And they're talking about having a 4-team format, right? So kind of pickup style, kind of fast-paced basketball, if you would say. This is going to be something different. And I like the fact that they're messing around with the format a little bit. Basketball will always be basketball. You can't take that away. I think they do a better job of innovating the way that they approach All-Star Weekend more than the NFL does. But what do you think about this new format?
I really love it. I think it creates a sense of urgency. And if you think about it, the last couple of times Adam Silver has tried to innovate and make the All-Star game a little different than the norm, I think it's worked to some degree.
Yeah.
For example, in 2020 or in 2022, when they used the target score in the fourth quarter, that created some great All-Star games. And you saw the players playing some defense. So I really like it. What say you?
Hey, man, I think this is going to be very important to all the young stars in the NBA. So there'll be 3 All-Star teams, and then it'll be a mix of the Rising Stars team to round out that 4th spot in the tournament, right? So I think that game will mean a lot to players who are just coming in the league because they want to, make a name for themselves. And I don't think it will mean that much to players who are on the back end of their careers, like the Kevin Durant's, even though they're competitors. Like I'm not saying that they're not competitors, but the Kevin Durant's, the LeBron James, all of those players that are seasoned vets, I don't think that this will change the dynamic of it. But it will call, like, knowing that it's going up to 40 and the championship game is going up to 25 points, I think that is going to create a lot of, like you said, sense of urgency. And if you don't get yours off the back, then you going to find your way. But this is why I say I don't think some of the vets will mind that at all. You know what I'm like?
Hey, get in and get out.
This year, the All-Star game is in the Bay Area. It's at Golden State's arena, right? So I think that a trip to California and a relaxed weekend for some of these players who are thinking about playoff pushes, that this is more of an excuse for them to say, all right, well, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna play, but it doesn't really matter if we get knocked out in the first round or not. Like,
yeah,
you know.
And
So,
all I know is it can't be worse than last year's All-Star game. So change had to happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And I will say this: bold take.
Okay.
The Rising Stars win the first ever NBA All-Star tournament.
Ooh, the young legs.
Why not?
I could see it.
Why not? And I don't know how bold that is. That might be a warm take, but I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna stick with that take. Or LeBron James just tries to be the first to win the All-Star tournament championship. And that's something that's in brand or on brand for LeBron James. So
Yeah.
I could see him wanting to have that trophy as well and being the MVP of the first ever NBA All-Star tournament.
First player to win with 3 different teams. First player to win the NBA Cup. I see it.
You know, this is just so on brand for LeBron James. So those are my 2 takes on that tournament. Okay. So all right, yeah, man. All right, moving right along. We're moving right along. Peyton, we might get an Alabama-less postseason in college football.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? You're an SEC guy.
I'm more interested to see how it makes you feel because you've been steadfast and confident that they're going to be in that thing. But now it's up for grabs. Who knows if they're really going to end up in the playoff?
We've had conversations with people who think that they will still be in. And this is why I said might, because it's a heavy emphasis on might. Now, they have one more game. If they win that game, depending on the fashion and the style in which they win, they might still get in with 3 losses.
Man.
To some terrible teams. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they have good losses. They have decent wins.
Right.
But they have 1 good loss on their record.
Yeah. I mean, they lost to Oklahoma, who was one of the worst offensive teams in the country. They lost to Vanderbilt, who now has 5 losses. I can't think of their other loss, but it was probably bad as well.
Bro, Sebastian.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah, but Tennessee was a good loss.
That was their only good loss.
Right.
Yeah.
Sebastian, close your ears because I don't want you to hear this, right?
Oh,
I know you've been through it, bro. So close your ears.
Okay.
Bro, Alabama lost and they moved down to number 12, right? But Miami lost and they moved down like 9 spots in the bracket. If they wasn't up so high, they probably would have been out of the playoff push.
Sounds like some SEC bias.
Listen, man, I don't know if it's real. Yeah. I don't know if it's real, but I hate to see it.
Yeah. No, well, my take is we know that chaos happens in college football nearly every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not the case this upcoming weekend to the point where people start thinking that Alabama can actually make it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to have these teams that are at the top right now.
Right.
And if they lose and drop to 10-2, you know, maybe 9-3, then there's going to be people out there that say, hey, Alabama should make it in. With those losses on that schedule, I don't see it, but we'll see what happens.
Man, right now, Alabama's sitting, they haven't dropped the playoff projections.
That'll be tomorrow.
Right. They haven't dropped the playoff projections, but right now, Alabama's sitting at number 13 in the AP poll.
That's crazy. I think they're outside of the top 15 tomorrow. That would be my guess.
Alabama is 2 spots ahead of Ole Miss, who also have 3 losses.
Yeah.
3 spots ahead of South Carolina, who also has 3 losses.
That's interesting. Okay.
And
they have to be ahead of some 2-loss teams if they're ranked that high.
Oh, for sure. Iowa State.
Okay.
Tulane.
Yeah.
Arizona State.
They've had a heck of a year. They just beat BYU, who was in the top 10 for a long time.
So I think, okay, while Boise State is doing their thing this year, you can't take anything away from them.
Yeah.
I believe if they didn't have Ashton Genty,
okay,
no matter how good they would be doing, they wouldn't be in.
Just because he's in the Heisman hunt.
I think they have them ranked higher than what they need to be. And good thing for them. Oh, so shocker. Look at SMU sitting at 10-1 at rank.
You got to watch out for them. Hey, Sebastian's got to watch out for them. I'm just letting you know.
Sebastian's not worried.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, you know what they do to Broncos when the hurricane comes?
You mean Mustangs?
Mustangs, you know what they do? You know what they do to Mustangs when the hurricane comes?
They fly up into the wind.
They put them in the shed or in the barn or whatever.
Oh man!
All right, they put them in the garage.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I know we like to analyze sports. When it comes to a hurricane versus the car, I'm gonna take the hurricane.
All right, yeah, man. So that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, but that's interesting. We'll see what happens with that come tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
We will see. Okay. One of the greatest pregame speech givers of all time finally got his moment of fame. Jameis Winston goes out and does damage for the Cleveland Browns against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a beautiful game.
It
was a beautiful game. Like, this game
felt like football,
man.
Real football.
This is a game, and granted, that is a historic rivalry, right, between the Browns and the Steelers. But this game felt like a playoff atmosphere. You know, you had the snow going.
Yeah.
Two teams fighting for it. Well, I think the Steelers will get into the playoffs, but you know.
No, I think you make a great point. The feel of the game, the intensity, the back and forth, the high level defensive plays. I could see it. It was.
I just want to say big ups to Baker Mayfield, and I know we got cheers and jeers coming up a little bit later in the show, but I want to take the time out to give Jameis Winston his own spotlight in this moment, man. And
I just love his love for the game. You can tell that he he appreciates every time he goes out there. He like loves what he's doing.
I think Jameis Winston knows exactly what he's doing. Like, I'm not saying that he doesn't have a love for the game, but I think that the passion in which he displays, and it's hard to say this because he shows up the same way every day. So you got to take it, like, you have to take it how it is,
right? And
say that's who he is. But I just feel like the pregame speeches are just like, I feel like he
a little corny.
No, not even corny. It's just funny. Like,
okay,
I get what you're trying to say, but sometimes it just doesn't come out the way I think. You know how you have something going in your head, and then it doesn't come out how you thought it was going to come out. I think that's how his pregame speeches go.
That happens to Sportaholics all the time.
Oh,
trust me,
for sure.
But even with that said, it's hard to question his love and appreciation for the game.
Yeah.
Even though it comes out funny and funky sometimes, you know that the guy's just living in the moment and enjoying playing football.
And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to give him his spot today, because just like Baker Mayfield, he is a quarterback who, he's a journeyman. Two, a lot of people counted him out and didn't think that he would have the ability to still be in the league today. But he's in the NFL for a reason. Every team that he goes on sees something in him. So I'm just happy to see that he is kind of paying off, and he has, he's back in the starting position, and, it should have probably happened a little bit sooner, but
probably.
And speaking of happening sooner, how about Deshaun Watson and Daniel Jones stealing money from their teams, man? Almost $400 million.
He sent me the funniest meme/video earlier today. I don't know how in depth you want to go into that, but it was hilarious. Keegan Peele and
yep.
Yeah, yep. They're so good,
bro. They are good. So yeah,
I didn't mean to throw you off.
No, all of this to say, the Giants, WTF, all caps. They paid Daniel Jones before they paid SAQUON Barkley? They chose Daniel Jones over SAQUON Barkley. And is Daniel Jones on the Giants still?
No.
SAQUON Barkley's in the talks of being the MVP this year. Which
is crazy, but go ahead.
What do you mean it's crazy? So he's on pace to break the single game rushing record, right? He just broke Shady McCoy's. He broke the Eagles rushing single game rushing record.
Mm-hmm.
Correction. So yes, he broke the Eagles single game rushing record. Yeah. But he's on pace to break the single season record rushing record at 2,151 yards.
Yeah.
That's what he's projected to have if he continues the pace that he's at right now. Now, I'm gonna give him his props because I'm a huge Derrick Henry fan. Right. And like 3 weeks ago, I thought Derrick Henry was on pace to be the MVP.
Are you saying that Derrick Henry couldn't be doing the same thing that Saquon's doing?
Rephrase the question.
If Derrick Henry were on the Eagles, would he not be in the current MVP conversation?
So you're basically asking me the answer to your question is no.
Oh,
no. Okay. I don't believe so.
So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. How much better is Saquon Barkley, the individual, this year than he was last year?
More production this year.
Why?
Obviously a new team, better offensive line.
Okay, good.
Right.
Good, yes. Agreed.
So, I mean...
So that vaults him into the MVP conversation?
Hold on.
Because he's playing on a better team?
So if you give me Jeff Gordon's car, do you think I'll be able to drive his car the same way that he drives it?
No.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't understand. Like, just because you hand somebody else the keys doesn't mean that they're going to be able to produce the way that. And while we're at it, Saquon was great at the Giants. He was great at the Giants, which further proves our point that the Giants are idiots for getting rid of him and not Daniel Jones.
I'll agree with that.
Like, I don't know.
I'm with you there. Now, I think
they let him walk.
There's an overstatement and kind of a referendum on the running back position right now that I don't agree with.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. Now, paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year, signing him to a long-term deal, and letting Saquon walk, that's a different story. But trying to tell me that Saquon is like a top 5 MVP candidate, that's crazy to me. I can't buy that.
Give me 3 people who should be MVP over Saquon. I'll wait.
Let me think about these teams' records.
Mm-hmm. You got
Josh Allen.
Lord have mercy. Oh my God. What?
Why not?
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro.
He's their whole offense, and he just
he's their whole offense. True enough, but he's not doing Saquon Barkley type things, bro. Like, we've seen Saquon Barkley week after week be the best player in the NFL.
Oh man, I don't know if I can go there.
What was Josh Allen's statement game this year aside from beating the Chiefs?
Oh, he's had plenty, like blowing out teams, beating Kyler Murray head to head. Who's playing good football?
All right, let's get off the Bills because.
Okay, we're gonna get off the Bills. Let's go back to Saquon.
Okay, but no, Josh Allen. I'm gonna let you have that.
Yeah,
give me 2 more people that's better than Saquon Barkley in the NFL this year.
What about Jared Goff?
He's having a good year. It's quiet though.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon's loud.
What about? All right, I'm struggling coming up with candidates.
You know what's crazy? You can't even put Pat Mahomes in there, and they tied for the best record in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
against the Lions. They're both sitting at 10-1. So Jared Goff, but I don't think Jared Goff would win the trophy.
If Saquon's this great, why didn't the Giants make the playoffs last year? If you can just plug and play these running backs and they're that valuable and they're that good, what? Like, I'll give you another example.
Because the Giants are that bad.
Okay, then let's take a different scenario.
Okay.
All right. Christian McCaffrey, he's pretty good, right?
He is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's played in 3 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
And all I've been hearing is, well, look at Kyle Shanahan's record without Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that good. When Christian goes in, you can just plug and play him. You can hand the ball off to him 25, 30 times. They'll win. Losing at home to the Seahawks. In 3 games, he's averaging 3.5 yards a carry. What happened to this Christian McCaffrey renaissance? By the way, yesterday they played the Packers. Hey, Brock Purdy's down. Hey, it's all right. We got one of the best running backs in the league, Christian McCaffrey. He should take over. Wait, what was the score of that game? Oh, 38-10.
Have you ever had tendonitis in your Achilles?
Oh, okay. So now
I'm asking you a question.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So if you've ever had tender Achilles, you would know how hard it is to come back from that.
Okay.
So I am going to sit here and say that Christian McCaffrey is not the same Christian McCaffrey this year. Do I think he will be better next year? I do. But I think he's out there doing everything that he possibly can, and the 49ers know this. So I'm not putting anything. Bro, I didn't know what it was. I literally thought I tore both of my Achilles at the same time.
Dang.
That's how sore my Achilles were. But it never swole up. It never flamed up or anything. It was just, I was running on turf. And after I finished working out, I was just like super sore. And the soreness didn't go away for at least 6 months.
That's tough.
So,
okay.
And then getting back into it, like I know that he could not run. Like he's probably not in shape. You know, he doesn't have the same win, and he's not top tier peak form Christian McCaffrey. So
let me just ask you this. We'll finish it off with this.
So hold on, wait.
Okay.
Hold on. If you were going to give me an argument, I would have said, why didn't Christian McCaffrey win the MVP last year when he was having a stellar year? Right? So, like, I think that last year Christian McCaffrey had more of an argument than this year's Christian McCaffrey to win the MVP or be in the talks up next to SAQUON Barkley with the performance that he's having this year.
Okay. Was Christian McCaffrey healthy in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs? Right? Because that was last year.
I don't remember. Was he?
He was.
Okay.
The Chiefs were a pretty good defense last year, right?
They're cheaters.
Oh. Well,
go ahead.
I don't know where to go with that.
Finish your point.
I just went and looked up Christian McCaffrey's numbers in the Super Bowl last year. He averaged less than 4 yards a carry and had a fumble. If he's that good and that valuable, why aren't you taking over the Super Bowl? You're supposed to be as valuable as Patrick Mahomes. I'm just going to give out MVPs to running backs?
You're just as bad as the owners who don't want to pay running backs.
Let's think about the last time running backs got drafted really high in the NFL draft. I'll give you one. 2016.
Okay, over or undervalued are running backs? I'm asking you.
It depends on who you're asking, but to me, I would say appropriately valued to some degree. Like if we were just ranking the positions on offense, I'd say I wouldn't put it past the third most important position. Like I would, obviously.
Top three, I mean, there's a lot of positions on offense. So I mean,
all right, then for argument's sake, I'll go top 4 because I could probably find 3 other that are more valuable for a championship level team. Quarterback, left tackle, tight end / receiver. That's what I was saying. That's all I'm saying. I love Saquon. He's a great.
You think a tight end is more valuable than a running back?
Oh yeah. Don't walk off the set on me. Don't walk off the set. We can disagree.
Man,
well,
I think that's just blasphemy, bro. Like I think you said it correctly.
Well, who's blocking? Who's blocking for the running back?
You don't have to have a tight end in there. You got a fullback. Like I'm confused. Like you don't have to have a tight end set. You could go 4 wide with a fullback.
If SAQUON Barkley wins the MVP, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna crack another egg on my head. Something like that. That's all I'm saying.
Have we heard rumors of Josh Allen being in the MVP race this year?
To be honest with you, I don't pay attention to it that closely. I don't know who's.
Have you heard whispers of it?
Probably. Sure.
Are you saying this for sure?
No. Like, what have you heard?
I haven't heard that.
Okay.
Have you heard whispers of Saquon Barkley being in the MVP race?
I have. Now, let me ask you this. If Saquon Barkley wins the MVP, does that increase the Eagles' odds or chances of winning the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay.
No.
And do you think if they win the Super Bowl, he's going to be the reason that they do it?
But I will say, they do have a chance to go far in the playoffs.
They do. They're looking strong.
They have a great chance to go far in the playoffs. It
helps that they have Jalen Hurts and a great offensive line and great weapons like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
But there's a team in that upper northeastern region.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
You said northeastern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Then maybe I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, I mean, where would you put it? I'm not good at geography. Where's Detroit? That's
kind of the Midwest, but a little more east.
Okay,
right, we don't have to get into it, but yes, you're right. That's the team
guess.
I was originally thinking of.
Sorry, guys, I'm not big on geography.
It's all right.
I can barely name all my states. So
all right. To end the conversation, if Saquon wins MVP, I'm going to crack another egg on my head. That's what we're going to do.
You got to go harder than crack an egg on your face. Bro.
All right, then what do you suggest?
You got to dip a bucket of motor oil on your head or something like that.
We'll meet somewhere in the middle. We'll meet somewhere in the middle because I'm not going to go that far.
No.
And by the way, I love Saquon. I think he's a great talent. I just don't think he's the MVP. That's all.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
all right,
we have some comments from the Instagram crew.
Yeah,
we got somebody saying Saquon Barkley is the best back in the league.
He might be.
Okay,
I don't disagree with that.
And him and Derrick Henry.
I like that.
Him and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, Christian. I can't.
Not this year's Christian, but
yeah. Who else would go in there with Derrick and Saquon? I'm trying to think of guys. Josh Jacobs is having a good year for the Packers.
I mean, he's very
I don't know if he's
they manage him really well.
Yeah, I don't know if he's all the way up there.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would not disagree with that. Saquon might be the best running back in the league right now. It doesn't mean he's MVP.
Hey, shout out to my guy Rod. So my guy Rod said Josh Allen should be in the conversation of MVP.
He probably should,
but not over Saquon.
Okay. We can agree to disagree there.
Hey, Rod, man.
But shout out to Rod. Shout out to Rod.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and how about we jump into these segments, bro?
Okay.
Let's jump into these segments, man. Weekend wagers.
All right.
Did you make any money this weekend?
I did. I took the weekend off.
Okay.
I needed a break from it.
Good for you.
You know what I mean?
Good for you.
Yeah.
I made one bet, one parlay. It was a 5-leg parlay, and I won majority.
All the legs
except for one. And the Texans decide to lose to one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. The Texans sold me, man, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that at all.
Shoot.
Yeah, so
I don't know how that happened. I didn't get to see most of that game. I saw bits and pieces near the end. I think the Texans are struggling up front on the offensive line.
Well, the Texans jumped out early. It was like 17-3 or something like that, really, really early in the game. And it didn't seem like the Texans could recover from that shot to that body shot that the
Titans delivered.
Yeah, so man, it wasn't like I was gonna win $1 million,
but still,
I think it's about getting dubs at this point. I just want a dub. That's it. That's all I want. A moral victory. Like I could bet $1 and win $1.50. I don't care. Give me the dub. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Now I have some bar trivia for you.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for it?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think you're ready for this.
Do you know the answer to it?
I do know the answer to it.
Well, then I guess it's on me. I'm not ready for it.
I don't think you're ready for this, man.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Lord have mercy. This man looking at my computer again, guys.
I never do that.
He's looking at my computer again, guys. Yeah. Run the tape back. Run the tape back. He's looking at my screen.
You should run the tape back.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. It doesn't matter. You already looked at it. Watch this.
No, go ahead.
Now he's going to. He's gonna be wrong just
No, seriously.
just so we don't call him
There's
out
a green light on your computer. I can't even see it.
Okay, all right. So you say.
All right.
So you say. All right, here we go. We're gonna see if we stomp Peyton today, man. This man is. We got to start keeping track of your points.
Yeah, we should.
You got to go back and keep track of your points. I think
I would take 50%.
No, I think you're above 50% though. You might be somewhere around 80%.
I would take it.
Yeah, I think you are. So,
that.
but this one is a good one, and we'll see. All right, we're going NBA for this one.
Okay.
All right, I think that's your wheelhouse. All right, you're a big football guy, but you're also a basketball guy.
I do love my NBA.
All right, here we go. All right, the first NBA athlete to win both the MVP and Rookie of the Year title in the same season was
Magic Johnson.
Oh wow, we got him. Is that?
Oh wait, dang. I don't know who. George Gervin. I don't know.
That's crazy. Okay. All right.
I don't know.
We got him, guys.
Who is it?
The answer is Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, dang.
Wilt the Stilt.
I'm gonna regret that one. I feel like that was an easy one if you really think about it. How did I not get that?
I mean, it was. So I can't even give you my reasoning behind why I chose this. Okay. All right, but up next we have cold takes, man.
Oh, wait, before cold takes, should I get into my...
Let's do it.
You want to do it? You ready for this?
I don't know, Peyton. I really don't know. Okay, tell the people what's going through your mind right now, because you've been gassing me up for a while.
When did I text you? Like Thursday?
Yes, bro. Like you've been having me on edge for this for a while. So please,
let's get into it. And we're gonna clip this too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We need a short out of this. So, as the Sportaholics that Russ and I are, right?
I have no idea where this is going, but I'm ready for it.
As the Sportaholics that Russ and I are, we should be able to see around corners. And that's what I'm trying to do here. We're trying to get ahead of the curve. Okay, so at this point in the football season, there's this general consensus that, surrounding who's going to be selected first overall in the NFL draft. And I think we all know who I'm talking about. And for the record, with that said, I just want to tie myself to a future prospect that's going to be entering the NFL draft in 2025. So in a few months from now.
Shedeur Sanders.
Right. That's the general consensus, right?
Okay.
He's supposed to be the number one pick.
Yeah.
There's a guy that I think should be taken before him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Who is this?
It's fitting that Sebastian is here. My guy, Cam Ward.
Oh, man.
Okay, so not only do I believe that Cam Ward should be the first quarterback and first overall player taken in this draft, I think in about a month or so, maybe give it 2 months when the college football season's winding down, you're going to start hearing anonymous NFL general managers and scouts compare Cam Ward to a guy I like to call Josh Allen. You don't like that? I'm just telling you what you're going to hear from anonymous scouts and GMs in about a month from now.
Carry on.
And, comps aren't perfect.
Cam Ward, Josh Allen?
Yep. Comps are not perfect. Josh is probably a better athlete. Cam's a little more refined at this point. That's how I'd put it. So Cam Ward's been my guy for a while now, right? Because when we started our show, I said, this guy can just make plays. He's spectacular to watch, all those things. I'm not guaranteeing that he's going to be the number one pick. I'm saying he should be. And we don't know how his NFL career is going to pan out because it's hard to predict what's going to happen. But I'm just staking my claim now. That's my QB1 for this upcoming draft. So what do you think about that, man?
I like it. I think Cam Ward, his comp in my eyes will probably be somewhere around young Russell Wilson.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like that's the first person that pops into my mind when I think about the way that Cam Ward is playing right now. He's mobile within the pocket. He doesn't like to run that much.
Right.
Very strong arm and willing to put the team on his back. Young Russell Wilson.
I like that one. And Russell was great in his young career. He's still balling out right now. So I like that.
But yeah,
he's doing well, to say the least.
Yeah. So that
it's
would be
fitting
my
that we got Sebastian here tonight.
What's up, my guy?
Yeah. So I didn't know he was coming onto the set, so it kind of works out. Yeah.
Hey man, we got a lot of LSU stuff going on here.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot of Magic stuff going on. I had to take it back to what we like to refer Miami as is the crib. So yeah, I had to take it back to the crib.
Right.
All right.
I just want everybody to know I'm staking my claim. That is my quarterback one for the 2025 NFL draft. Cam Ward from Miami.
That take. I love that take, bro.
Yeah.
I love that take.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I thought I might get some pushback from you because I know how much you like Shedeur, and I like him too for the record. I think he's a very good prospect.
Hey, listen,
I just think Cam's a little different.
I like Shedeur because I like his family. Like, it's not like I like Shedeur as a quarterback.
Oh, okay. So you might be with me.
Yeah,
you might be thinking Cam's QB1.
I would take Cam as QB1. I don't think you can.
It's tough. You might have to think on it.
I think
we'll let him think on it.
I think Shedeur is a bit overrated. And I think he puts himself in that spotlight, because he talks big cash ish. You know, and I will congratulate Shedeur because of the steps, the leaps, the bounds that they have taken from last year to this year. They have improved, right? But I don't think that Shedeur should be the number one overall drafted quarterback.
Okay.
I don't have.
Then we're aligned there.
Yeah, I don't have another quarterback aside from Cam Ward.
Right.
That I will put.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
When you think about it.
I'm just thinking about the quarterback from Tennessee, the quarterback from Texas, Quinn Ewers.
Sure.
I'm thinking about you can't say Carson.
The other ones they're talking about Jalen Milroe. I'm just telling you who they're talking about. I'm not saying that's me. I'm telling you
the running back.
Yeah.
You talking about Taysom Hill?
Yeah. Anyway, bro, we can move on now.
All right.
We got past our take.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and address cheers and not cheers and cheers, cold takes, bro.
All right, cold takes. So reminder, there is no tanking in the NFL. You know who reminded us of that this past weekend?
Who was that?
The Dallas Cowboys, because last week we were talking about how they may be in the Shedeur Sanders sweepstakes. They said, we're going to go on the road. We're going to beat a division rival and a pretty good team at that in the Washington Commanders. So that's a cold take for us. We were setting up the draft. We were saying, hey, the Cowboys should tank the rest of the season. They came out and they played their A game. So props to them, and that's a cold take from us.
Hold on, man. Hold on now. So it's not over yet.
It's not over, but
it's not over yet. Okay.
They're probably sitting at the 7th or 8th pick, if I had to guess. I mean, they're 4-7. You got 3 teams at 2-9.
Yeah, it might be over for them. Just imagine being a Cowboys fan. I couldn't imagine that.
No,
never mind.
No.
Forget that statement. Forget that statement.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for cold takes?
What's your cold take?
I don't have a cold take.
I don't have a
cold take. I don't recall. I'm always hot, because I'm a hot boy. So
okay.
I don't know. I don't recall me having any cold takes from
all right
last week. I did say that the Dolphins will come out and do their thing.
You did think the Steelers would win Thursday night. I don't want to call you out, and I hopped on your bandwagon there.
Okay.
So that's fair.
Okay.
We'll own up to that.
And which is why you're right. I did say that the Steelers would continue to do what they did versus the Ravens, but that's neither here nor there. I did come out and I gave my boy Jameis Winston his props.
Fair.
And
you want to move on to cheers and jeers?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it, man. Let's go ahead and wrap up this show, man.
Yeah.
Let's take them home. Cheers and jeers.
What you got?
All right. So for my cheers, goes to Saquon Barkley, man. Okay. Congratulations to Saquon Barkley for breaking the Eagles single game record for most rushing yards in the game, and that big ups to him, man. And I've done enough, as the young kids would say, glazing for today. So I'm gonna just end on that note, man. Big ups to Saquon.
All right, fair enough.
Yep.
Cheers to the Chiefs and the Panthers. That was quite an entertaining game. And, no, it wasn't?
No.
Okay.
The Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs, bro.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
These guys.
I understand that the Chiefs play close games all the time.
They're doing it on purpose. They really just trying to find ways to keep themselves entertained.
I don't know, though. Did you see Bryce Young? It seemed like he just needed a couple of games to sit on the bench like a lot of young quarterbacks.
Hey, listen, I told you, bro. I told you, when you sit on that sideline,
right,
and you think it's over, that next time you get in the game, you know what? I'm waking up at 4 a.m. I'm gonna be in the film room. I'm gonna study my tape. I'm staying after practice. I'm gonna work on my mechanics. I'm gonna be better because next time I get my shot, I guarantee you I won't lose it again.
Yeah, 100%.
So, that's
and it also goes to show that the margins are thin in the NFL, because when you think about these two teams last year, one of them won the Super Bowl in the Chiefs. The other one had the worst record in the league. So they played a game this year. It was a one-possession game,
And let's not forget that Bryce Young was probably like one of the better quarterbacks coming out of college.
For sure.
So, like, he's a gamer.
Yes.
Okay? And now we can't sit here and say that he's not a gamer because, God dang it, I guarantee you if you go to another NFL team, he's probably going to be way better than what he is in Carolina. So we can think that Bryce Young is trash, ass, whatever you want to call it. But I know if he goes to another team, let's just say, okay, I can't even say Minnesota.
We've already seen it twice. Baker and Sam Darnold, both with the Panthers, didn't look great. Look at them now.
Listen,
so
if Bryce Young goes to the Jets, I think he's a better quarterback.
You might be right about that. Yeah, I hear you.
If Bryce Young goes to the Raiders, he's a better quarterback. With Devontae Adams, though, like before the Devontae Adams trade.
I hear that. They do have Brock Bowers, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, they do, but Brock Bowers and Devontae Adams, like, I think that they're a better team than what they are today.
Like, man, just go put on the highlights from that game. Bryce looked like a franchise quarterback. So I don't know how it's going to turn out for him in Carolina, but at least on that day,
Bryce is a quarterback who walked to the park and knows nobody, but they picked him up and he turned out to be a stud.
Yeah.
like he's just like, all right, well, I guess I got to play with y'all because there ain't nobody else here. So yeah. All right. So cheers for me.
Yeah.
Cheers to Fred VanVleet.
Oh,
this guy, he went slap-ish off on a referee after getting ejected in the game. Cheers. Boo. Okay. Boo. You guys want to throw temper tantrums and everything like 3-year-olds, man. It don't make no sense. We was just talking about Joel Embiid a couple weeks ago going off on a reporter. Now we got to look at Fred VanVleet going off, and he almost hit the referee in the face. I don't know if he made contact or not. I saw the clip, but man, it don't make no sense, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, you can do better.
Like, you can't give anybody the power to get you out your element. And I was having a conversation with a person today, and I was letting them know, like, look, man, people are going to react however they react, but you can't let them take away your joy. You know what I mean? You making millions in the NBA, and
control what you can control.
You playing the game you love, man. Like, I've never been one of those players. Like, if I get a holding call or something like that, granted, I've never gotten a penalty called on me at all. Yep. Well, okay, sorry. I did get a penalty once. The quarterback said hike, and I didn't snap the ball.
Shoot. It happens to all of them. It happens to everybody.
Hey, listen, the quarterback said hike, and I might have been concussed, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway.
It was in the fourth quarter.
Maybe. I couldn't remember. I was concussed. Okay. So man, I just think that these guys have to learn how to control themselves and not take everything so seriously. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shame, and just go out there, ball out, and let your play talk for itself. Like, what I was gonna say was, if I did get a penalty, I'm not gonna go over there and curse the ref out and argue with him. Like, bro, like, he called the call. Like, you arguing with the ref is not gonna change his decision.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to say, oh, you know what? That wasn't a foul. I take it back. You know what? You were not holding. You're right. I take it back.
It's never happened.
It's never happened.
Yeah.
So by all means, like, just save your breath, save your energy. It's a long game. Keep balling.
100%.
Right.
I'm with you there.
That's it. That was an unscripted rant. I didn't mean to go on a small rant.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. I think that wraps it up, man.
Man.
We got our cheers and jeers in. We're all good.
Man, thank you guys for joining us tonight, man. It's Monday night. We're gonna go watch some football. Yeah. We got the Battle of the Brothers.
That's right, Jim and John.
Yeah, we got the Battle of the Brothers once again tonight. So this is gonna be interesting, and I love when those two face off, because it's always no holds barred, man. It's like a movie straight out of Step Brothers, like a scene straight out of Step Brothers.
Yeah,
you know. Did you touch my drum set?
No,
exactly. So I'm looking forward to it. And thank you guys for joining us here again, man. If you haven't already, please make sure you go follow us on social media. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all know the deal. If you haven't already, go back and watch our old videos, man. And if you find any good takes in there, let us know. All right. If you find some terrible takes in there, also let us know.
Yeah.
All right. We want to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment, like, subscribe. Comment. You know the drill, man.
We appreciate everyone that watched, especially the people in the comments. That was fun to see.
Yes, sir, man.
Love that.
We need to get more of you guys in the comment section, man. Big Rod, I hope you're still in the live, man. If you're still in the live, man, I appreciate you, brother, man. I missed you at Classic. And it's always gonna be Hell Wildcats, by the way. Peyton, you might not know nothing about this, but it's always gonna be Hell Wildcats. I got the green on set today, but it's not for FAMU at all by any means, okay? This is for the Eagles. I put the green up for the Eagles. That was a slight. Peyton didn't notice, but it was intentional, all right? So with that being said, man, I had a great weekend. I hope everybody else had a great weekend. And until next time, which is tomorrow, all right, 7 o'clock sharp, we have the last call.
Yeah.
Let's
do it.
So but we have Thanksgiving on Thursday, so it's gonna be a great week. We got a lot of things to do this week, so make sure you guys get your shopping done early, because me and Peyton went to Publix earlier today, and we saw a family with 3 buggies full of groceries.
He's not lying. It was insane.
It was insane. 3 people walking with individual buggies going to the same car. We went in the store, came out the store.
They were still loading up the car.
It was insane. So you guys be safe out there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, man.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See y'all tomorrow.
Appreciate that.
You.
Yes, sir.